Nuclear weaponry. Who has the most nuclear weapons? We find ourselves facing a risk of nuclear conflict greater than we've seen since the Cold War. Almost all major nuclear powers are making significant changes to the size and power of their nuclear arsenals. Global nuclear weapons grow increasingly technologically advanced, with modern missile ranges expanding globally. Despite the increased global danger, there is little public discussion of global advances in nuclear weaponry. Keep watching to find out more about the global nuclear powers. Nuclear weapons are very powerful explosives. Isotopes of atoms are needed to make a nuclear bomb. The bombs get their power from the splitting, fission, or combining, fusion of these atomic isotopes. An atom bomb is named so because this technology utilizes the fission, splitting of atomic isotopes of uranium or plutonium. A hydrogen bomb is named such because this technology combines the fission of the atom bomb with fusion of lithium deuteride. A lot of radiation is given off by nuclear weapons. Destructive weapons can cause radiation sickness, so their effects on people can last for decades after the blast. Only 2 times in history have nuclear weapons been used in time of war. During World War II, the United States used 2 atomic bombs against Japan, causing significant death and destruction. About 80,000 people died when the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan. The radiation from the blast lasted for months. The bomb dropped on Nagasaki, Japan did similar damage. It killed more than 70,000 people. Since World War II, no nuclear weapons have been used during a war. China, France, India, Israel, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, the United Kingdom, the United States are the 9 countries with nuclear weapons. Even though there are nearly 13,000 nuclear weapons in the world, this is still less than there were during the Cold War, when there were about 60,000. Even though there are fewer of these nuclear weapons, they still pose a major threat to humanity. For example, a U.S. nuclear-armed submarine with just 1 warhead has 7 times the power of all the bombs dropped throughout World War II, including the 2 atomic bombs that were dropped on Japan. Also, most of the major nuclear powers, like the United States, Russia, and China, are now making big changes to the size or power of their nuclear arsenals. The risk of nuclear war increases because nuclear arsenals are getting bigger and better and more advanced. 1. USA. There are 5,428 nuclear weapons in the U.S. arsenal. 1,644 of these are deployed strategically. Over 400 weapons are held in 80-foot deep silos in the Great Plains. Most of the silo-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, can be fired off in a few minutes. Over 400 warheads are on military submarines. Submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, can be fired off within 15 minutes. Over 100 bombs are stored at air bases in 5 European countries. Weapons are also stored at Air Force bases, where long-range bombers can load them. The United States is the only nuclear country committed to decreasing its nuclear arsenal. 2. Russia. There are 5,977 nuclear warheads in Russia's arsenal. 1,588 of these are deployed strategically. Together with the United States, they comprise approximately 90% of the world's nuclear weapons. Russia has clarified that it will only get rid of more nuclear weapons if the U.S. limits its missile defenses. If these and other tensions aren't dealt with, they could lead to an arms race and make it more likely that there will be a nuclear war, especially during times of crisis. The nuclear arsenal continues to grow. 3. China. There are 350 nuclear warheads in China's arsenal. None of these are deployed strategically. During the Cold War, this country learned how to make nuclear weapons. China will likely keep growing and improving its nuclear forces if there are no diplomatic moves. 4. The United Kingdom. There are 225 nuclear warheads in the United Kingdom's arsenal. 120 of these are deployed strategically. Trident submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, bought from the United States keep these weapons in place. The United Kingdom has changed its promise not to have more than 180 nuclear warheads. Instead, it is said that its new limit will be 260 warheads, an increase of more than 40%. 5. France. There are 290 nuclear warheads in France's arsenal. 280 of these are deployed strategically. Most of these are based on submarines, and the rest are based on cruise missiles launched from the air. The nuclear arsenal remains steady. 6. North Korea. There are 20 nuclear warheads in North Korea's arsenal. None of these are deployed strategically. The nuclear arsenal continues to grow. Anywhere from 10 to 20 additional nuclear weapons may have been assembled. 7. India. There are 160 nuclear warheads in India's arsenal. None of these are deployed strategically. The nuclear arsenal continues to grow. 8. Pakistan. There are 165 nuclear warheads in Pakistan's arsenal. None of these are deployed strategically. Pakistan is making more nuclear weapons all the time. Pakistan puts more of an emphasis on tactical nuclear weapons with short ranges. 9. Israel. There are 90 nuclear warheads in Israel's arsenal. None of these are deployed strategically. Now more than ever, the risk of nuclear weapons use is higher than at any time since the Cold War. These 9 nuclear powers continue to increase the size and power of their nuclear arsenals, yet there is little public knowledge or debate of the unimaginably dire long-term consequences nuclear war would have for the planet and global populations. Thank you for staying informed.
Click subscribe, click like. Thanks for watching. Nerds Unite.